We have a challenge today to try to sign the best recruiting class in college football history. I know a lot of you guys watch college football. If y'all do, y'all probably know 2022 Texas A&M had the best recruiting class in history. In the history of college football, they had the highest grade when it comes to on-3 recruiting. And, the number one player in that class, Walton Nolan, transfer out. But a lot of these players actually did transfer out. They're no longer even on the team. Denver Harris, he went to LSU, went to another school after that. A lot of these players actually transfer out. But this recruiting class is kind of paying off, man. A&M is having a good year this year. So our goal here is to double this recruiting class, man. Double the 5 stars in this recruiting class. They had 9 total 5 stars. We're here to double that. It's also worth mentioning this 2018 Georgia recruiting class also had 9 5 stars. Also was a phenomenal class as well, one of the most highest rated as well. And they may have some NFL players that y'all recognize. Goal here is simple. We're going to come back over here to college football. We're using the U. Miami, we bringing back the U. They're actually having a pretty good season, ranked top 10. But the goal is simple. Sign 18 5 stars. That's the goal today. Sign 18 5 stars with a 4-star school, bringing the best recruiting class ever. We're doubling the most 5 stars in history. That's the goal. If y'all enjoy the content on this channel, make sure I like, comment, subscribe, all that, man. We got the temple rebuild, got a bunch of different things going on. Make sure to check it out. Man, I'll tell you right now, this is going to be tough. Coming over here to the 5 stars, we only have 3 of them interested in us. So everyone else, we're going to have to sway their motivations and try to get them on campus. We added all the 5 stars we could go after, which is 24. We offered them all scholarships. Man, we're not doing no scouting. There's no point, man. No point in doing scouting. We're going after the 5 stars. We're not going after any 4 stars. We got to bring in 18 of these 24. Let's advance and start allocating some hours actually into getting these people to our school. So we advanced to the next week. We got 800 hours to work with as a 4-star school. Just doing some quick math. If we want to send a house on, as many players as possible, we could only do 16. We could only send a house on 16 players. Our goal is to bring in 18. So we're going to have to, figure something out here, especially if we want to put some players on visits. We got to figure something out. We're going to have to get, some of these recruits coming in pretty easily. Maybe, one of these guys that's already interested in us. But we got to figure something out how to, fill up this full 18-man 5-star roster we want to bring in. All right, so we allocated all of our hours, all 800. And I tried to go after some guys down the board that, wasn't too heavily recruited. These 2 guys, this guy has no scholarships offered, and then this guy only have 1. So we're going to see what we can do, man. Try to get into the mix. Try to get into as many as these recruitments as possible. Let's see what we can do, man. Let's try to make something work. Probably also worth mentioning, I made a brand new head coach. And as we level up, we will be going to the recruiter and then also, putting in some hours to pretty much try to get as many recruits as possible, obviously. So we advanced a week and we're getting locked out for some of these guys, man. A bunch of these guys are already off our board. They hit their top 8. Their recruitment is going pretty fast. We got to figure out how to get 18 of these guys, man. So what I'm thinking, we moved up the first place for these 2 guys. I think what we do, it might sound crazy. I think we remove the hours for only a week. And pretty much the thought process behind this, we need to get in these guys top 8 and ultimately a top 5. So we're just on their board, man. So we're just, at least entertaining them. And we're not getting locked out. So I think we're going to put the 50 hours here so we can move up into his top 8. And then who else? Let's also decide. Let's go with the least recruited player, which is going to be this guy right. Nope, we are recruiting him. It's going to be this guy right here. Put the 50 hours in. Try to at least get into that recruitment. And just so we're on his board, on his watch list, and we're just not locked out and completely out of the race. All right, advanced another week. And still in a pretty good spot, man. Still in a good spot. Need to take over the lead for some of these guys. Some of these recruitments are going very fast. Like a guy like this, we need to put that hard sell on right now, man. He hit his top 5. We need to figure out that hard sell and throw that on expeditiously. Moving down the board. Did our method work? It did. We moved up until their top 5 or top 8. Really, all that mattered. So what we're actually going to do, we're going to put the 25 hours on these 2 guys, and then we're pretty much going to try to spread out some hours, man. I know it don't sound great. We're going to put 25 here, 25 here, and this is all the 5 stars we go after, man. So we already at our 18 limit, man. We gotta get every single one of these guys if we want to complete the challenge. Advancing another week, we did hit the top 5 for more of these players, and now we could go in like guy like this. We go in, throw that hard sell on. So I'm just gonna go through, see everyone we could hard sell, go through, put that hard sell on. We just trying our best to stay in all these recruitments, man. So many different 5 stars to juggle. We can't really schedule visits because we have to remove the hours from someone to even schedule the visit, which makes it tough, man. It makes it tough. All right, looking at a guy like this, we gotta do something, man. We gotta do something fast because, I mean, we can't put the hard sell on because we only know. Let's come and look at it. We only know one of his motivations, man. If it actually lets me look at it, there we go. We only know his one motivation, and we're not able to guess his proper hard sell, man. Even looking at his deal breaker, it's his one motivation that we know. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the hours from this guy right here, and we're gonna go back into this guy, and we're gonna have to schedule a visit. That's our only hope. Let's see, who do we schedule against? The rivalry game, that makes sense. And then also do championship contender. That's gonna be our highest, thing that we know. We got the extra 10 hours. We're gonna put it back on this guy, but that gotta be our play, man. That gotta be our play to stay in a recruitment like that. So that's where we at with it. Let's advance, man. That's all we could do. Put as many hard sells on as possible. Let's advance again. So we advanced another week. Now we got another very similar situation with this quarterback, Pete, right here, man. We can't find his proper hard sell, just not yet, man. Just not yet. We need that need one more motivation unlocked, and we don't want to guess it. And we're losing the recruitment. Only chance, I think we got to put him on a visit again against Virginia Tech, and it's probably gonna be Coach Prestige. Looks like that's gonna be our highest, and we're gonna try Hail Mary, man. Hail Mary. Same thing with this guy. This is the guy that we already got coming on a visit for next week. We need him not to commit this week. We need him to last the next week. If he do, I think we're in a good spot. This guy, we still got the 10 hours there. We just going through, pitting the hard sell on as many guys as possible. Not much else for us to do at this point. We have another very similar situation with this guy, Carl, man. And we got to get him on the visit. We losing the recruitment, can't hard sell him. His influence bar is moving a little bit faster than I would like it to for us to be losing. We got to put him on the visit, especially since we can't hard sell him. We're going to come over here to Johnny. And listen, Johnny, we got to remove the hours for now. We're going to come back to you. We're going to come back to you. Don't worry about it. But we're going to max out our 50 hours on Carl. I tried the hard sell, couldn't. So we're going to put him on the visit, same week, and we're going to do pro potential, man. Pro potential. This West Virginia game is going to be a big visit week for us, man. Going to be a huge visit week. Right now, we got Alabama. That's nasty work. We got Alabama this week, but we do have some coach points to use. Let me go through and see where I want to use these coach points on. Now, let's come over here to the DBs, and let's give us a little bit of a bigger boost for them. Then we also got a running back we're losing, so let's try to use some points there and get that tier 2. That give us a little bit of a bigger boost for the running backs, and that's all we're gonna use for now. So we end up beating Alabama somehow. We beat Alabama somehow. We'll take that. We got Virginia Tech up next, and wow, this man committed already, man. Look how much that influence bar jumped, man. That is insane. Look how much that influence bar jumped. We lose our first commit, man. Lose our first commit. We put him on the visit for week 5. He commits week 4. He commits week 4. We should have put him on the week 4 visit. We still might not have won the recruitment, man. Wow, that recruitment went so damn fast. So remove this guy from the board. The challenge is still not over, man. As long as we sign double-digit 5 stars, I'm at least somewhat satisfied that we broke the record, for most 5 stars in history. I wanted to double the record, but we still got to at least break the record, man. So we got 130 hours to work with. A guy like this, we still can't hard sell. We don't know his last motivation. We just going to put him on the visit, man. We're going to put him on the visit week 7 as soon as possible. That's going to be against Michigan. Another big game for us, man. That's going to be another big game. And we have 90 hours left. Let's go ahead and make sure we're maxing out our hours for some of these other guys, man. So we advance and we get our first 5-star, man. First 5-star, Carl from New Jersey. All the way from Jersey. You want to come to Miami? I don't blame you, brother. I do not blame you. Let's come back in here to recruiting. And we're in a good spot, man. We are in a good spot. We could even pull, I don't want to say pull out, but we could slow down some of these guys. Like a guy like this, I feel pretty good about this recruitment. Let's move to 10 hours, man. I don't think he'll ever reach week 10 to even, go to Georgia. A guy like this, we lost that recruitment. We damn near lost this recruitment unless I think what we're going to do, we're going to have to go into our coach points and we're going to have to max out our hours. He's going to go on that visit week 8 to Florida. What week are we currently in? We're in week 6. He was a linebacker. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to the recruiter. We're going to come over here to the linebackers and we're going to put in some hours so we can max out pretty much put in as many hours on that recruit as possible, because he is going to commit after this week and we need him to come to the U, not Florida. We don't need that, man. So let's come back over here, remove, or actually we just come over here, put that extra 25 hours, put the full 75 hours into a guy like this. And I think we should get him, man. I think we should get him. We do have a perfect hard sell. That's a perfect hard sell. So looking at some of our other prospects, we're in a bad spot. This guy right here, wide receiver, I think we out on, man. Well, yes, we're in first place for now. He's going to go to Georgia next week. He's going to go to Georgia next week on a visit. I don't think there's much we can do, man. I don't think there's much we can do. Same thing with Pete. Or actually, Pete was on a visit with us last week. He did not commit. We could finally put the hard sell on him, man. Finally. But we have a D+ grade. We're not doing it, man. We're not putting the hard sell on. And we did not take the lead after that visit, man. The visit went good. We blew out West Virginia. And yet we still did not take the lead. Rivalry game. This is a guy you got to remove from the board. We wasting hours on him. Remove that from the board. Another guy like this, he may just commit to Oregon, man. He may just commit to Oregon. We have a small chance. The only long shot we have is to put him on a visit for next week. We got to hope he does not commit. We got to hope he does not commit to Oregon while on that visit. We're going to try it, man. We're going all out. So we're going to at least give it a try. A guy like this, we can now put that hard sell on. So let's go ahead and do that. Continue to look at our 5 stars. A guy like this, John Moe. I think we got to get out on, man. I think we get out on him, man. We're just not in a good spot. We lost the lead to Alabama. We're putting in 50 hours, and we still cannot figure out his last motivation, man. It's between these two options, man. It's between this one, the student of the game, or coach's favorite, and we just cannot figure out which one's going to be, man. I don't know what's going on. So a guy like that, we just got to get out on, man. He goes on a visit to Georgia next week. I don't see us winning that recruitment. Got to save the hours, and we still got some guys down the board like this that we can actually try to go all in on. So let's actually do that. And then this guy, we actually going to do something interesting. We're going to put him on that visit against Michigan, and we're going to do brand exposure because that's literally the only thing we know for his motivation. Then we got 25 hours left, and we're just going to put them 25 hours there. And everything's allocated. Like I said, some of these guys, I think we just lose. Like a guy like this, I think we just lose. But we're going to keep the hours there for now, man. So we advance, and we finally get our first 5-star from Florida, man. Come on. Cornerback out of Hollywood, Florida. I see you, baby. We ended up losing to Kyle, man. How we beat Alabama, then we lose to Kyle is what it is. And we did end up losing this recruitment. We kind of predicted that, man. We kind of predicted that. That's fine. It is what it is. Now we could kind of go all in on some of these other guys. We got a lot of hours freed up. Let's just secure every recruitment possible. All right, so this is where we're at with 2 commitments, and we got more coming, man. We for sure have more commitments coming. We have 125 hours to work with. I just went through and made sure we maxing out the hours on everyone, man. Making sure we just maxing out hours. We could put this guy on the visit, but it's no rush, man. It's no rush right now. We could put him on that week 9 visit next week. We're only at week 7 right now, so we have another week to decide if we're going to put that guy on the visit. This guy, I don't know, man. He goes on the visit to Alabama week 9. We're going all out. We can't put him on the visit because all the weeks are already scheduled up. Not great. Not in a great spot for that guy. This guy, he goes to Georgia. He's at Georgia right now. He's in Athens, Georgia right now. We need that visit to go bad. That's the only chance we have, man. If that visit goes bad, maybe we have a chance. I don't think so. I think we pretty much lose that recruitment. Georgia comes back and wins that one. This guy is on campus as we speak, and we have the full hours maxed out. We got the hard sell on. I think we're in a good spot. For this other D tackle, he did not commit to Oregon. He did not commit to Oregon week 6. He made it to week 7, and we have him in Miami. We're going to take him to the strip club, and we're going to have our coaches, we're going to have our cheerleaders show him a good time, all that. And we're going to try to get him to commit on site, man. We're going to all out. He's on campus, and we got him on the visit. That's all that matters. Now, we have hours freed up. Let's schedule more visits, man. Let's go ahead and put a guy like this on a visit for week 9. Our best grade is going to be pro potential. Let's go ahead and put him on that as well. Applewhite is going to commit very soon. This is going to be another lock, I would say. Cortez is on campus as we speak. We need him to commit on campus, or he's going to go to Notre Dame next week, and that's going to be bad for us. We have 85 hours left. Let's schedule some more visits for this same game, man. Schedule more visits, get Grant on campus, and let's also schedule a visit for Eric. We're going to do this one for Kentucky, and then we're going to do championship contender. So we advance, and we do get Applewhite, the running back from Tennessee, to commit. We're up to 3 total commitments, and it looks like a bunch of guys just committed to another school, man. That did not look good when I seen that screen very briefly. This guy committed to Georgia. We expected that. The D tackle did commit to Oregon, man. We took him out. We showed him a good time out there in Miami. He didn't care. He still went to go to Oregon. And we got to take him off the board. That's another one we lost. We did get Applewhite, so we're up to 3 commitments. Notre Dame did beat us out. We had another guy on campus, man. I don't know what's going on with our visit game. Our visit game is trash right now, man. We did beat Michigan. Michigan, not a great team this year. We did beat them boys, and he still committed to Notre Dame on our visit. Not great to see. We got a bunch of hours freed up. But we're not looking great, man. We're not looking great. We got to sign double-digit 5 stars or we fail this challenge. Let's just go ahead and schedule the rest of the visits that we can. Get Shane on campus. Then also, I think we can schedule one for Jamie, which is a running back. Let's do him for Florida State championship contender as well. At this point, not much else we could do, man. All we could do is advance, hope, pray we get more commits. Hopefully, we continue to win games as well. We do get another quarterback, or I think probably our first quarterback commit, DeMar, out of Florida, man. Out of Florida. Another guy from Nevada, Patrick. Whoa, is that the guy I didn't think we was going to get? Hold on, let's go in and actually see that. We lose another game, man. We lose another game, and we're no longer even ranked, man. We're not even a ranked program no more. So we end up losing out on the D tackle. We kind of expected that, and we get the other D tackle, Patrick. And we're up to 5 total commitments. And we got to go 5 for 5 on our last guys that we're pursuing, man. We got to get every single one of them. Thankfully, we are in a pretty good spot for all of them, man. We are in a good spot for every single one of these guys. This guy got the visits lined up. Johnny Cole is a hot commodity. We got the hours. I wanted to just scout him. He got to be a gem, man. He got to be a gem. He's not, but he should be. 87 power finesse moves with the 91 strength. 82 hit power. He got the abilities, the mentos as well. Speed only 76. But this is a guy that weighed damn near 300 pounds with 91 strength, man. This is a great player in my eyes. Should be a gem. And I see why every school is trying to get him on campus, man. So we have some extra coach points. Let's come over here and see what we can do with that, man. See what we can do with that. We already have the D-backs. Let's go ahead and get tier 3 for the D-backs. And we need to get to tier 3 with the D-line, but we don't have enough points. Let's come back in here and just ensure that we maxing out the hours on every player we possibly can, man. Make sure we max out these hours for these D-backs. We are in a good spot. This guy, I think we could finally put that hard sell on for him. All right, let's go ahead and advance. We got the rivalry game. We maxed out the hours on everyone. We have like 500 extra hours we could use on 4 stars, but we're not here for 4 stars. We are here to sign the most 5 stars in college football history. And Johnny Cole, the star out of New York, does commit, man. He's probably a generational recruit in my opinion, damn near at least. Grant Barnes from California also commits. I believe we're up to 7 total 5 stars. We only need 3 more to set the record. Only need 3 more. We only got 3 more on the list we could even possibly go after. Let me make sure. Sometimes you get a 5-star that'll decommit, man. It's rare, but sometimes it happens. Not this time. Did not happen. Is what it is. But I think we're in a good spot, man. I think we're in a good spot for all these guys. This guy will be on campus next, this cornerback, and everyone else we're in a pretty good spot for. So we advanced to week 12, and we got more commits. Another guy from Jersey, man. We pulling these Jersey cats, man. Eric from Kansas, another cornerback, and Jamie out of Hawaii. 5-star coming out of Hawaii. You love to see it, man. You love to see it. And there you have it. We set the record for most 5-stars technically in college football history, man. I know some of y'all probably signed more 5-stars than this, but this is only a year one, man. This is only a year one. If I went to year 2, I know I'd be able to sign more. But first year, we signed 10 5-stars, and we currently have the number 3 ranked class. I'm calling BS. Number 3 ranked class with 10 5-stars. I don't think so, man. I don't think so. All right, man. That's all I got for y'all today. Technically, we broke the record. Now, in my head, I feel like we failed the challenge, man. My goal was to sign 18, double the record. Let me know if I should drop another video of me trying to double the record. I think I could do it. I got a plan. I know what I need to do. Y'all let me know if y'all want to see that video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, check out my channel. Appreciate y'all for watching. We on to the next one.